A Georgia team that keeps eking out wins gets their first major test of the season against the resurgent Tennessee Vols. With the way the Bulldogs have struggled to move the ball and score points, Georgia will need their defense to come up big yet again and their offense to start showing some signs of life. With Joe Tereshinski back on the field for the first time in about a month, Georgia looks to give the home crowd something to cheer about early.
Hand off to Lumpkin. He goes to the right side. Lumpkin's got the first down and more. And Lumpkin is down to the 25-yard line.
The drive stalls at the Volunteer 4-yard line, setting up a 23-yard field goal attempt.
And Bailey puts it through. Andy Bailey with his first field goal since the 2004 season. And the Georgia Bulldogs take a 3-0 lead.
After taking over for an injured Brandon Coutu, Andy Bailey makes his first field goal since 2004, and the Bulldogs are on the board. The Volunteers, though, look to answer right back.
Fake a handoff. No, it went to LaMarcus Coker, and he's running right up the middle. Coker's got a first down inside the 35-yard line. Nice deception by Tennessee as they slipped it into the gut of LaMarcus Coker, and he picked up 18.
LaMarcus Coker runs straight upfield for a big gain, and Tennessee is threatening to score.
Ainge going up top and caught by Brett Smith in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown pass from Eric Ainge to Brett Smith.
Eric Ainge hits Brett Smith right up the middle and gives the Vols a 7-3 lead. Stuck in low gear most of the season, Coach Mark Rick.
Tereshinski with time, slings it over to Brandon Sutherland, dives for the end zone and scores. 8-yard touchdown catch by Brandon Sutherland. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight. Georgia's up 23-7.
Sutherland takes the swing pass and dives in for his second touchdown of the game. With the game quickly turning into a blowout, Coach Philip Fulmer is looking for something to stem the tide.
Handoff, Arian Foster didn't get in. Got Stonewall, he did get in. He did get in. Got his body lean over the goal line and got the touchdown.
Arian Foster nearly loses the ball as he breaks the plane of the goal line, but it's a TD and Tennessee narrows the score to 24-14. Bulldog fans have to be happy with the score, but Tennessee showed some signs of life at the end of the half, giving Coach Fulmer at least a ray of hope. To get back into the game, Tennessee will have to start running the ball better because the Georgia offense suddenly looks unstoppable. Georgia gets the ball first in the third with a chance to regain their first half momentum.
Tereshinski's been just awesome.
Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage and intercepted by Antoine Stewart at the 19-yard line.
Tereshinski's pass is tipped and intercepted, and Tennessee gets the big break they need.
First and goal again. Eric Ainge with the quarterback keeper in the touchdown.
Tennessee punches it in, and suddenly it's a 3-point game.
Hand off to Lumpkin. Stiff arms a man. Lumpkin turns the corner. Lumpkin. Morley finally gets him at the 16-yard line.
The Bulldogs drive into Volunteer territory, but come up short, forcing a 34-yard field goal attempt.
And it looks like it's good, and it is. 34-yard field goal for Andy Bailey. Getting a chance to play again for the first time in 2 years.
Bailey nails the field goal, and Georgia doubles their lead. But in a surprisingly high-scoring game, the Vols know that no lead is safe.
First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Ainge fires over on the far side, complete to Meacham. One man misses. This is where Meacham causes so much trouble for teams, and he gets down across the 40-yard line down to the 35. And
Robert Meacham takes the Ainge pass and runs up the right sideline for a big gain, but stopped outside the red zone. It's Tennessee's turn to try a field goal.
He looks like he's on the money, and he is. A 37-yard field goal by James Wilhoit makes it a 27-24 game.
Tennessee cuts the lead to 3 again after the 37-yarder by James Wilhoit. Georgia's momentum, so strong in the first half, is now long gone.
Tereshinski back to pass, intercepted. Jonathan Wade at the 36-yard line plucked it out of the air. And Tennessee's got it back again in Georgia territory.
Tereshinski's bad throw at the end of the third gives the Vols a chance to actually take the lead.
Ainge back to pass. Got a man open, and Meacham's got the touchdown, and Tennessee has the lead.
Ainge hits a wide-open Robert Meacham in the end zone, and the Vols take their first lead 31-27. Forced to punt on the next series, Georgia seems unable to retake control of the game.
The high snap, Ely Kelso brings it down. It's blocked in the corner of the end zone, and did Tennessee get on top of it? They did.
Tennessee blocks the punt for yet another Vol touchdown, but there is still some fight left in the Bulldogs.
Thomas Brown right up the middle. Thomas Brown still on his feet. There goes Thomas Brown.
My gosh.
100 yards.
Good grief.
Well, speaking of special teams,
What a game.
Georgia answers right back with a 100-yard kickoff return by Thomas Brown, and with a 5-point deficit, the book says you got to go for two.
Bulldogs line up to try to make it a 3-point game. Massaquoi goes in motion behind the line. Tarashinsky under pressure, throws, and dropped.
Tarashinsky can't handle the pressure, and it's still a 5-point lead for UT.
1st and 10 from the 24. Ainge, here comes the blitz. He gets rid of it, throws, and it's caught by Brett Smith. He lunges into the end zone. And do they not give him the touchdown? They spot him down at the 1.
Ainge shows great poise as he hits Brett Smith on a 23-yard completion. And once again, the Vols are knocking on the door.
2nd down and goal. Handoff. Arian Foster goes airborne and gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Arian Foster punches it in, but Tennessee misses the extra point, making the score 44-33. And now the clock becomes a factor for Georgia.
might have. No, they didn't. Here they come.
Tarashinsky pump fake, being chased by Mitchell. Mitchell got him. The ball is loose. It's recovered by Tennessee.
Tarashinsky gets pounded, and Tennessee recovers the turnover. On the ensuing drive, the Volunteers put the final nail in the Bulldog coffin.
Handoff. Arian Foster could not get to the end zone. Or he did. He did get to the end zone. I thought Jarvis Jackson had stopped him. And he apparently got the ball over the goal line for the touchdown, and it's 50-33.
The highest scoring game in the history of this series ends in a Volunteer victory. The player of the game in this one was Eric Ainge, who threw for 293 yards and 2 scores. Arian Foster scored 3 times for Tennessee, all on 1-yard runs. The Georgia offense came alive for the first time all season, but couldn't come to the aid of a defense that had been ranked first in the nation. Joe Tarashinsky threw for 164 yards, but had 2 costly interceptions. Thomas Brown had a solid game, rushing for 57 yards and running back a kickoff for a touchdown. The Vols get a week off before facing Alabama at home on October 21st. Georgia looks to get back on the winning track, facing Vanderbilt between the hedges on October 14th.